Hey brothers and sisters, how you going? Today we've got a couple of articles that we're going to do. The first one is determination, and Mark is going to read.
Hey!
Good girl.
Determination. Well, we've had lots of kids running around and we've been pretty chaotic, so I need to get my head around where we've been. What's the story?
We just did
We did.
abomination of desolation.
Yeah, we did the foundation, we did the beast system, we did the abomination of desolation, which was the beast system within us. So now we come to determination.
See, that wasn't hard, was it?
So I'm interested to see how this carries on, flowing in the story of what Yahushua is doing among us. So let's see. Determination. The Hebrew understanding for determination: incisive or active, incisive. A trench as dug, or gold as mined. A threshing sledge having sharp teeth. Figuratively, determination, or eager, decision, diligent, like fine gold, pointed things, sharp, threshing instrument, wall. There's a lot of sharp objects in this. A verdict, favourable or unfavourable, pronounced judicially, especially a sentence or formal decree, human or participants' divine law, individual or collective, including the act, the place, the suit, the crime, the penalty, justice, including a participant's right or privilege, or even a style, adversary, ceremony, charge, crime, custom, desert, determination, discretion, disposing, due, fashion, form, to be judged, judgment, justice, manner of lawful, manner, measure, due, order, ordinance, right, sentence, worthy, wrong, an affair as a matter of determination or purpose. So that's the Hebrew understanding for the word determination. And in the scripture understanding, 2 Corinthians 9, and he said to me, my favour is sufficient for you, my power is perfected in weakness. Most gladly then I shall rather boast in my weaknesses, so that the power of Yahushua rests on me. Therefore I take pleasure in weaknesses, in insults, in needs, in persecutions, in distress for the sake of Mashiach. For when I am weak, then I am strong. So he says, I shall rather boast in my weaknesses, so that the power of Yahushua rests on me.
But what did he say? He takes what?
Pleasure.
Great pleasure.
Great pleasure, yeah.
In what?
Therefore I take pleasure in weaknesses, take pleasure in insults, take pleasure in needs, in persecution, in distress, for the sake of Mashiach.
So how are we going there when we see that? Are we behaving that?
No, not at all.
No.
No,
Is the body behaving that?
no,
No.
that's not on.
So would you be missing out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does a baby want?
Milk, la-di-da, lovey-dovey,
Cuddles.
happy
Attention.
joy,
If it can't get what it wants, what does it
it
do?
screams. That sounds about
So
right.
if you give it solids, like
Yeah.
truth, which is a language in itself that we have to learn from Torah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It screams.
Yeah, and if it can't get what it wants, when you give it solids, spits it out and just refuses. Determined not to. Because when the solids go in, the baby starts growing and it hurts the baby, doesn't like it. It just wants the soft stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So everyone's waiting for the baby to talk, aren't they? And then we da 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 la 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 cat cat mat mat go through all that sort of stuff. The baby has to learn the new language, and the baby doesn't like the solidness of Torah.
No. No.
So, if you're taking offence at insults instead of what? Taking pleasure,
Pleasure.
where are you at?
Your baby.
Milk.
Yeah. Mm.
We need, you wait for a baby to string sentences together,
Mm.
don't you? So you can actually talk to it and get a response.
Mm. Yeah.
It holds back and holds back, won't come into the truth, won't speak the truth.
Mm.
So you have to start teaching it. And when you start teaching it, the baby doesn't like it, does it?
No.
And the baby won't tell the truth, speak the truth.
No.
The baby wants what it wants.
Yeah.
Emotional feelings and everything, you know. Eat this, do that, do what it wants, trying to control the parents.
Mm.
But they have to bring the truth to it and tell it what's right and what's wrong, so it can live in society without causing chaos.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting,
I
isn't
get the analogy, I'm not stupid.
We all do.
I'm not aiming it at you.
No, I'm just saying it's
I'm
everybody.
just saying this is the walk of the
It is.
narrow path.
I agree.
You've got to go in and start doing the
I've
science.
watched you do it with all of us, and now we're trying to do it with our younger ones, so what you say, you reap. Calm as a bitch.
It's not aiming it at you.
No, but it's
We're
true.
just talking about it with the brothers and sisters as well.
I'm putting it on me because I don't want that. So
Well,
I
you
miss
don't
out.
find pleasure in it. I don't find pleasure in insults.
You
I don't even want it.
haven't got any
I'll
weakness.
fight them.
You haven't got any weakness. You've got to actually humble yourself and enjoy persecution.
Mm.
You've got to take pleasure in insults.
Mm.
Do you like that?
No,
What are you going to do?
no, I don't want that.
You're going to stay a baby. Just want milk. Glug, 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 glug.
No,
The parents are waiting for the baby to grow up
yeah.
so they can talk to it. And then when it can string sentences together, what happens?
You can't shut them up.
That's right. And so you've got to look at what you've taught it.
Yeah. Tell me.
Worldliness or truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can see, all the brothers and sisters can see,
Mm.
if they're not humbling themselves, being weak, and actually following what the Torah says through the narrow gate, taking pleasure of the insults and the persecutions. Persecutions aren't nice, and neither are insults. But you have to be of a mind, growing up, taking in the solids, where you can take pleasure in it.
Mm. Yeah.
Because you can come back with love,
Mm.
not with fury. So we can all look at what level we're on.
Mm.
Do you think Phyllis lets Lou have it when they're on a video?
No.
You haven't said anything, Mark.
Oh, I just thought my look was evident. Of course not.
Right. Does she take things personal?
Sets him up and over talks him, and
That's right.
it does all the tricks that wives love to do on camera.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, and what's his reaction to it?
Shocks him. Yeah.
So are they following the three rules, Phyllis and
Oh,
Lou?
they hate them.
No. I didn't think they were.
Well, it must be solid stuff to them.
Yeah.
They want to be on the
Milk.
milk of religion.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Mm. Yeah.
Any comments before we go any further?
I think it's shocking to see the state that I'm in. That, you know, fought if by someone gives me an insult or persecute, I want to fight back and prove them wrong. And that's ridiculous.
Get them back.
just don't like it. But I can see I'm weak. I'm a baby in that area.
And if you're like that, you can be easily manipulated.
Yeah.
Well, you are.
You are easily manipulated.
Actually, demons can enter you. Unclean spirits can enter you and use you and make you tell lies and behave lies.
Yeah. Because you're trying to protect yourself and fight and be good and
Protect who?
Yourself.
What's got to happen to the
The
self?
self's got to die.
And why can't you now, in the state that you're in, take pleasure in insults and persecutions? Why can't you do that? You can all answer individually.
Because I want Yahusha to step in and hit him with lightning. And I'm sick of waiting for so long. I'm so impatient. And yet my behaviour is probably hindering the process. Probably it is. It's not
Why would your behaviour be hindering the process?
Oh, because you're in it.
When you think of milk and meat, solids and milk.
Oh, I've lost my thought now. I don't know. Too confusing. I don't know.
Confusing?
I don't know.
What do you think about it?
I was thinking about the lines of consequences and punishments and wanting people to stop their behaviour and coming with milk. So,
Well, we've just got to this stage. That's the actual point of the subject. You know how babies get lost and they want to change
go
the
around
subject?
the world and
That's right, and go and do something else rather than
the point. Talk about the point.
Eat the solid.
Yeah. I got it.
Do you remember the question now?
Yes.
Why
Well.
can't we? Why can't we?
What can't
What's it got
you
to do with milk, Victor?
at this moment?
Tell me.
Why can't you at this moment take pleasure in persecutions and
Insults. Because we haven't practiced. We haven't gone in there and actually wanted.
Well,
that.
what am I going to ask you?
Why?
Why haven't you? There's a real reason. You've got your reason. What does a baby do?
Don't want
That's it. It's that simple.
to. Stuff
Okay,
it.
there you go.
Get
I
stuffed.
didn't want to.
That's right. That's how they feel.
Stuffed. I've done A, B, C, D, E, F, G
Not
for all these
fair.
people and they're going to treat me like that?
Yeah.
Like hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have to take
You've
pleasure
got to
in
be
it.
broken.
You've got to be,
Your
humble.
rights have to be dead.
Yeah.
You have to be
You
treated
think
like a
Yahusha-
dog.
Yeah, you think Yahusha wouldn't do that to you or wouldn't want you in that state. or
Exactly.
You've got to show
in that
weakness.
mind.
That's a bit, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like looking weak. in my
Yourself doesn't
children.
like that.
I don't like looking weak to my children. If they come up to me with something or imply something or
Well, it's open slather. If they do, you can enjoy yourself all the more.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
You don't have to wait in weakness.
No.
Action happens around Yahushua non-stop because there's non-stop demon activity.
Yeah.
Your behaviour can squash it.
Yeah.
Have you actually got to teach this?
Yeah.
If you get new people coming to your meeting, have you actually got to teach this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to be living it first.
Imagine Lou and Phyllis wanting to teach this.
Oh, not at all.
No, because
So, are you going to answer the question?
You better give it to me again, Christopher.
I hadn't wanted to. I hadn't wanted to look weak and be, like a dog and have a big under. I wanted to live
Why does
myself
it
up.
have to be in such a tone? That's what weakness is to
Well,
you.
that's the impressions that I have inside myself of what weakness is. That's the worldly way of weakness.
Well, that can be your next word to look up,
Yeah.
what it actually is. Because you've got to take pleasure in it, not wanting to fight back.
Yeah.
Then if you're not wanting to fight back, you're going to realise
Yeah.
that Yahusha fights all
Your
our
battles. I know
battles.
that.
So you let him have it. You
Yeah.
let them have it.
Yeah.
And then he will work. But he's not going to be able to work if you go in and fight for yourself.
Well, I've done that all my life and caused me so much misery and upset and hurt.
Do you want to try to chew on this bit of chicken?
Yeah. I'm ready for it. Give me some meat.
That's what we're getting.
Yeah. It does cause you drama.
You were going to say something before?
I wasn't, and then I lost it.
All right. Can you get it back? Why won't you take joy, take pleasure in persecutions and
Insults.
insults?
Insults.
I think
And
because that,
weaknesses.
Why won't you do it?
because
You. Why
because
won't
usually-
you do it?
usually when those things are coming at you, they're from somebody that you love. Therefore, they hurt more.
But you're supposed to take pleasure, Torah says.
In the
Oh,
hurt.
what's going on?
I didn't know this before.
Now I know that you do know it.
Yeah. Well,
I'm asking you, why won't you do it?
I will. Now,
Well, that's good, but why wouldn't you? Have you been told about it before?
no.
Have you been told about behaviours,
Yes.
what you're doing?
Yes.
So why wouldn't you stop?
Most of those behaviours I have stopped occasionally. I
Well,
slip.
you've got the timeline coming now. Last week or 2 weeks ago,
Occasionally
stopped.
I slip as
How often do you slip at an insult or a persecution?
Therese, don't try and save yourself, darling. I've been trying
I
to do
don't-
that all my
I
life,
don't
and it doesn't work.
I don't know. There's no saving me,
Throw
Victoria. It's
yourself.
all right.
Does a baby know either?
No.
That's right.
So,
So they can't actually behave.
yeah.
They can't get true words, the language of Torah. They can't string words together to be able to walk through any situation, be weak, appear weak, but thoroughly enjoying it.
Mm.
No, oh, come on. Because the Spirit's on you. So this is the narrow walk. This is walking.
Well, see, I think in my regards, I've had to be the strong one to be able to deal with literally everything that's happened in my past, and you know, with family, kids, and so forth. I've had to. So I've had to be strong, and when you appear weak, it's
That was without Yahusha though, darling.
They walk all over you.
yeah.
That's
Well, that's worldliness, isn't it?
Yeah.
That isn't this.
So that's why I think I've been like that,
Yeah. What rule would you put to that?
making an excuse.
Good girl. You know what excuses are?
Lies.
Babies love lies. They just want to have their own way all the time.
Well, that's why I think I was
What's happening,
This is a
right?
doing
blowout.
that.
I can't believe this word.
I know.
It's insane, Mark. Isn't it insane?
But it's
It doesn't
coming
leave
with
me
love.
out.
It's coming with love and it's with joy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not presented to you that you're wrong. Because
No.
as Therese said, she didn't know this.
Yeah.
Now she's checking everything. So this is new.
I knew
Fresh.
this, but I wasn't aware of what it really means till now.
Yeah.
Well, you're just showing and you're being in weakness.
Yeah.
But you're not down.
No.
You're doing it because it's going to give you pleasure.
Yeah.
Because there's rewards in doing that behaviour. You might get a steak up the road. And you can munch into a
Cake.
Cake is
Oh, cake's
isn't it
baby
solid?
food, sorry.
What are you thinking, Mark?
Leave
Come
me
on.
out of this.
Oh no,
you're
you're
in
in
it.
this.
What are you
You're in
thinking?
this
I'm
too.
already
What are you
incriminating
really
myself.
thinking?
What am my thinking.
They've been watching you for years, they can see you, so it doesn't matter. What are you actually really genuinely thinking about this word and yourself?
That, and I didn't get it when you wrote it, I've been screaming at Yahushua all week to do something. And he gave me this days ago to just skim read it, whenever. Another word. This is my answer.
Lovely. Well, it's
My
from who?
Whole life.
How wonderful.
Who's it
I
from?
think it's from Yahushua.
So he wants us to go in the gate, and you have to walk the path and grow up, get onto the solids. So you can string words together from his mindset and you'll be victorious. But it's all about words, how you behave them and how you do them.
Yeah.
Listen and do. So can you see something about the state you're in spiritually now?
Yeah.
What do you see? It's simple, just string it together and be honest.
Simple. I listen to demons. I listen to their counsel. I listen to their opinions about me, about my family, about my home, about my wife, about my children, about my, why do you put up with this and why are you all weak and why do you this and why do you that, and look at your kids, they think you're a joke for putting up with this and putting up with that, and they don't even want to live with you. Anything you could possibly think of has been thrown at me, and I've got to pretend that I don't hear it, and pretend that nobody affects me, and pretend that I'm strong, and pretend this because I'm the Papa Bear, and buck stops here, all that, and I look at you wandering around like a little pensioner and having a ball with everybody.
Yep.
No rights, no, don't want anything, don't want to hassle anybody, happy to sit up the back and be nothing and nobody. Like I just think, oh, he's having a ball. What am I trying to have? What for? Like you're doing this word. That's why I believe it, because I know how you're not stupid. Like this is how Yahushua behaved, and he had a ball. He didn't supernaturally just slip into the crowds and disappear. He was just, nobody was interested in him because he was so lowly and humble. He didn't just disappear like magic. He just wandered off and no one cared because he looked like nothing. Who cares? So I'm seeing how to be.
So where do you see as a position that you are at when we look at babies with milk and babies with solids?
I'm a baby who tries to take bites of solids and doesn't like them. That's...
You don't like avocado?
Yeah.
It's not a salad, it's solid anyway.
I chew stuff. Some stuff I swallow, a lot of stuff I spit out. I'll try that next time it comes around. Determined to have my
So
way.
you're saying that the state that you are in is actually...
Baby. Yeah.
This has brought you to a place where you can see your
Because it's about behaviour.
behaviour.
Yeah, it's not about knowledge. That's the thing. Most people look at this. I couldn't possibly be a baby. I've been doing this for so... Yeah, but you don't practice any of it.
This is the revolution that men and women will pick up their thing and walk the narrow path.
Yeah. So yeah, in this behaviour, I'm completely baby because I didn't want to step in and do it. Just wanted to look.
You only
like,
do what you want to do.
just want to look like I'm doing it.
Why?
To get no satisfaction.
Why don't you want to do it?
I was sick of putting up with people.
And you get double at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah. Yeah. Sick. Yeah. Just getting older and less tolerant instead of it being the other way around.
Well, you're a baby. How can you get older? You have to walk the path.
Shut up, Christopher.
You have to be able to take pleasure in what's coming at you.
Yep.
And know that Yahusha is using you and walking with him. And when it comes, you go, come on.
And believe that if it's not love and if it's not kind and if it's not how he would behave, you have to believe that he will smack them around. Because I don't believe that.
What?
That he smacks other people around. Just
Really?
me.
Fights your battle.
Just smacks me.
All you have to do is,
Wait.
and you'll see things happening.
Yeah.
All sorts of things go down with people. Yahusha lets them know. But if you're
True.
not willing to,
Wait.
and you want the rewards,
Now.
like every baby does, that's why they scream.
Yeah.
I want something!
Yeah. Yeah.
I said to Victoria this morning, and she was going off about this, do you want a rattle?
Maybe she wanted a dummy.
Well, you should be able to have fun with it
Mm.
by letting people have it.
Mm.
You know, you see things happen,
Mm.
and you're in weakness.
Mm.
You can brag about it because you know what?
That you're not really in weakness at all,
That's right.
because you can see,
Yeah,
and you can
It's a behaviour.
You can control yourself.
yeah.
That Yahushua will fight your battle. You don't have to fight it. You don't have to stand up for yourself and make, change people, try and change people's minds, or want to be. A lot of the times you don't want people to have things on you, so you don't want them to think what they're thinking, and it's impossible.
She's stringing words together.
Go.
Because you know you're actually hearing from Yahusha, you do it and you see things happen pretty well close to the time that you really don't want to wait.
Mm.
You see the results.
Mm.
Otherwise, what's to believe? But if you're willing to,
Wait.
you will.
See.
And it's so exciting watching it all.
This is what you've been doing.
What am I doing now? How much fun am I having with you guys,
Mm.
bringing you to the realization through the word, with love, of where you're at.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
Because you wouldn't face
Right.
where you're at
No.
before. So I've had to wait to get you together so you see
Yeah.
where you're at, how well you're stringing the truth together, how versatile you are in the truth.
Mm.
Yeah? I'm
Yeah.
having great pleasure.
Mm.
I might get persecuted or insulted for what I'm saying and doing, you know? But you've had an awakening here, haven't you, mate?
Yeah. I try and keep your joy up. I try and throw insults at you.
Thank you. I'll have all you got.
That's it, mate.
Come on, bring them.
That's it.
Never works.
Never works.
Why would you try?
Another vase on the mountain.
Yeah, never works. Why would you try?
That's it. Exactly.
So you just tried then.
That's it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So are you letting me have it inside yourself?
No.
What is it I'm having that you, inside you, I'm having it anyway. What is it in you that won't let me have it? What is it you won't let me have?
So you make it look easy. It's not, it's agony.
Well, it is at first until you die
Mm.
to that dreadful creature controlling you, living in you,
Mm.
using you,
Yeah.
having attitudes and all that.
Yeah.
It is because death hurts.
Yeah.
Satan doesn't want to let go.
No. No.
So he'll just tell you lies and you tell me lies. You're not. How are you really, mate? Like genuine, real concern because you're so fussed up.
Mm.
All the time you're fussed
Mm.
like a baby.
Yeah.
You are too. Fussed.
Mm.
You've got to take hold of yourself and say, I'm going to go through this. They're not getting me. Because they can come in. You come into that personality they've developed, even though Yahusha's shotting things out. what's left they'll use. Keep you there, so you won't have the solids.
Yeah.
You can't talk in the spirit like this.
No.
Neither can Phyllis and Lou.
Yeah.
They held back. They didn't want the 3 rules. Now look where they are. This is the word, the truth, coming through to us. You either say yay or nay. If you take it personal,
Stupid.
Victor took it personal,
Oh.
didn't you, darling?
Furious. Look at where I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Response. What?
I can see.
Yeah, great. How you feeling? Tell the truth. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt me. I know how you're feeling. But tell us.
I can see the way to do it.
Yeah. How do you feel?
My problem isn't actually with you.
How do you
My
feel?
problem's when I go out into the world with my family and, I generally have a nice time with you. So I don't have anything with you.
Well, I asked you a question.
How
Bubby.
do you feel?
No, I asked you, look at the rudeness. Bubby, angry Bubby. You want to rattle?
Such a bitch. Such a fucking bitch, I swear.
That's what I said.
Well, if you try to set me up like all the babies do, when the baby screams and someone comes near it, everyone's looking to see what they've done to the baby.
Yeah.
And that's how they behave in that. But this is the truth, if you really want to see the real truth. This is the meat of the behaviour that we need to magnify Him, glorify Him in our being. So I said to you, what is it you're not letting me have? I asked you, are you letting me have it? And you said no. So I asked you, we haven't got an answer yet, because all the bubby talk comes and excuses and all around the beat, beating around the, I want to play with this, I want to, no.
We've established that I'm a baby. I've got it. What do you want to know?
Are you taking this personal?
Another question.
Are you?
No, not at all. I love it. I take great joy in it. I don't let you have anything.
Okay, so what is it you're not letting me have? Just go through it. It's not going to hurt you.
What don't I let you have?
What is it in you that you're not letting me have? I said, are you letting me have it? You said no. So what is it in you that you have decided inside yourself, I'm not letting him have it? What is it? Just go there. It's not going to hurt you. It actually feels good when you come out the other end.
Because I just decided inside myself I'm sick of being told. I'm sick of being groomed into something that everybody wants me to be. Everybody can get stuffed. You know, like
I can't understand
everybody
that
coming and
answer. It's got
giving
nothing to
me,
do with
everybody
me.
coming up to me and giving me thoughts and opinions and notes on my performance and notes on my family, notes on my... Get stuffed. Everybody. Like, I'm just sick of it. You all do it. You can't. That's right, you can't. I do it. Yeah, that's right. Not a bubby in every area. Because I do it. I entertain you all. None of you will back me up. So I do it. Because I've been called to and I have to be groomed in it. So I'm doing it. Me.
Who's the groomer?
Yeah, who's the groomer?
Who's the groomer?
That's it.
Eh? Who's the groomer?
I think it's Yahusha.
That's right. So he's doing it to you.
Yeah.
Because he wants you to get on the
I don't have the
solids.
luxury of being a little pensioner man because I can't go and sit at the back and enjoy the show. I can't. I'm not allowed to.
Well, who actually asked you to put your show on?
I know you've been doing it for 50 years and
Who asked you to put your
I
show
value
on?
your opinion.
Who asked you to put your show
Yahusha
on?
did.
Right, so it's got nothing to do with me. I said I'll back you up.
And you have.
I'm there.
You have.
Every week I'm there for you.
You are. Appreciate it.
So what are you angry at me for?
Because you asked me what I don't let you have.
Yeah, what is
Because I
it?
can't do what you do.
Alright, so what have I got? What would you call it?
A gift.
That's it. So, do you respect the gift I've had or not?
No.
Okay, well,
No.
because of my background.
No, because you're in my face. Telling me about milk and solids and I don't want to face it.
You're in my face
It's
too.
nothing to do with your past.
You're in my face with your bubbiness.
Yeah, and you respect.
Come on, you got to grow up now.
That's
You
it.
got to wake up and see the
Well,
truth.
that's your calling.
Yeah, well, it's a gift.
Yeah.
Who gave it to me?
Yahusha did.
And who are you to question it?
No one.
You can question it all you want, but the actual fact is, I'm having great pleasure in the persecution you're giving me, the rudeness.
Mm.
And how are you feeling inside yourself?
Furious.
That's right. Because of your bubby behaviour.
Mm.
You can change that. See, brothers and sisters, this is how you do it with everybody. It has to be confronted.
Mm.
Now, I have no judgment on you,
This is how not to be.
and you have to be the one that's going to initiate yourself out of bubbiness onto solids. You have to be the one to do that by listening to Yahusha and walking with him. That's how your meeting is to run. Not blaming me or anyone else like babies do. All they do is blame everyone and scream and cry to get their own way. It doesn't work. It will never work. And you won't feel happy. So every gift, do I complain about your gift? No, I don't. Do I respect your gift? Yes, I do. But you don't see mine and feel the same. So that's bubbiness, isn't it? It's not growing up.
Because I haven't associated what you're saying with a gift, that's why. Because you're encouraging us to do your gift. I wouldn't attempt to encourage everybody to do what
I'm
I
not
do.
encouraging you, Victor, or anyone to do my gift. You all have separate gifts that Yahusha's given you.
Yeah.
So I know that. I respect them all. And my behaviour has shown that I do. Your behaviour shows that you can't get it together yet. You're in a place that you actually don't want to be, that you can see now, but how are you going to get out of it and string the right words together so the truth comes out?
Let's do it.
The language of truth. Yeah.
Practice it.
And you're the one that has to go there. See, there's a way to do all this.
Yeah. Yeah, I see.
Yelling and screaming at me like you've just done, like a bubby, where's that go? Just
No.
gives me pleasure.
I'm sure it does. I understand.
This is the truth, is it not?
That's the truth.
Okay. Well, it's up to you guys to see and walk in it. You want to go on with the study?
Yeah, sure. I take great pleasure in it. Do you take pleasure in weaknesses, in insults, in persecutions, in needs? Yahusha says, if you would lose where you could win, then his spirit will rest on you. Thing is, we have to be willing to let others have it. Rule number 2. And give them the preeminence. In doing this behaviour, others see Yahusha's love flowing from your vessel. Satan is very determined for you to have the opposite behaviour. He hates it when you don't take things personal, or if you don't make excuses. Hates it. Using the 3 rules in your life will drive the beastly behaviour from your vessel, because you can see and hear the demons driving you onto that fake religious path. Behaving in what others call weakness overcomes beastly behaviour. and gives you great pleasure because you see Satan defeated. Then you will know the power of Yahusha resting on you.
That's fantastic. Looking at that.
Behaving what others call weakness. Overcomes beastly behaviour and gives you great pleasure because you see Satan defeated. Then you will know the power of Yahusha resting on you. It is impossible to have the above experience if you are not willing to suffer the beastly behaviour towards your person from your brothers and sisters in Yahusha. Oh, that's right. I remember reading that. Got that message. It is impossible to have the above experience if you are not willing to suffer the beastly behaviour towards your person from your brothers and sisters in Yahusha. We must love them and forgive them as they grow up to become the new person Yahusha is making them. As you already know, all children have beastly behaviour towards each other as they grow. We see this behaviour all over the internet today. New believers must be taught in gentle persuasion about how they are to behave in the public arena. This must be done by believers who can see the errors, but it has to be done in love. As we speak out to them, we start to become fluent in the new language of truth. Many believers today are still on the milk of the word because they haven't overcome the beast within them. Therefore, they can hardly string together their sentences like a baby in the abstract truths of Yahuah. The internet is full of baby babblings with no substance and no experience in the abstract truths of Yahusha. We must understand in this time that Yahusha is perfecting his chosen, as well as separating the sheep from the goats. We already know that half the bride is unwise and will end bundled up and thrown in the fire. There are lots of misunderstandings in the body today, creating much confusion. Believers need to come to terms with the behaviour of the born baby believers and have an agreed way of teaching to encourage them. They need to have an agreed way of teaching to encourage them to enter the narrow gate, which religion blocks. For this revolution to occur, the 3 rules have been given to the body by Yahusha to help believers grow up in the word and stop the baby babble. Be determined in your plight, for Satan is determined in his to destroy the human race. Sorry, mate. I understand.
It's all right.
I understand.
He did the same as you, didn't he?
Yeah, I went off mark, I went off my
No,
head.
you didn't.
She did
I
exactly the
did.
same as you.
I was saying the same things.
That's my gift. You leave it alone.
Look at where I am.
That's
Oh,
not
how
my gift.
ashamed. I just couldn't believe what I can see. And I can see that I've been listening to demon thoughts all the time, just thinking, thinking I can handle it, thinking I can do this, just been furious. Not being able to string words together, being illiterate at my age, at where I'm at, just looking at it all.
Well, if you don't come out of the self and start
It's
entering
all
into
the
it,
self.
and practicing
Yeah.
it and doing it,
Yeah.
you don't come out of yourself.
No.
You stay.
Stuck.
Yeah.
You'll end up being an unwise virgin.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can see it's wonderful understanding. It hurts sometimes.
It
All the
hurts.
time.
It's horrible, the pain and the suffering. But are you determined to have your own way like a baby? Well,
Yeah, I have been.
you deserve
Yeah.
the consequence from Yahusha.
Yeah.
If you won't listen, you deserve the consequence you get.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying, hey, I can't do anything about it. You have to do it yourself. Each individual has to do it themselves.
Yeah.
You didn't.
That's the freedom.
Oh.
Well, she was upset about all this going to happen today, And I said, well, you know what's going to happen? And she said, no. I said, I don't either. I don't know what's going to go down. What Yahusha's going to do. Let's wait and see. Isn't it exciting?
It is. Yeah,
I mean, Mark Rangan wanted to do it. Okay, let's do it.
Come in, spinner.
Yeah, that's it. Mark's learning his lessons big time these
We
days.
all are.
Well, you know your lessons inside yourself. We all don't know because we
No.
can't actually tell.
No.
But unless you say things that we
Yeah.
can assume and put things together, but who wants to do that anyway? I'd rather just have the pure love amongst
Yes.
us.
Yeah.
And for everyone to stop Satan from coming through. You notice how he got in you and wanted to get me?
Yeah, big time.
So I have great pleasure in that.
Yeah.
I don't care because he's going to lose. He's lost already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to realise, like, a baby doesn't know that's happening to her. Like Eve didn't know when the
No.
snake came and lied to her. She'd never heard lies before. Baby doesn't know, and it's just going to react. And that's what you're doing when you find this out. But this, actually, Satan wanted to stop this from going through. But the
Yeah.
brothers and sisters need to know that Satan is real and his demons are, and this is a reality.
Yeah.
And if you don't put your armour on and fight, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And this is just in a little house in North Queensland, Cairns, and you know it's going global.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's how clever Yahusha is.
Mm. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I can see. Can see much.
Yeah.
I can't help it that I know this, that I've come to this place. Yahusha told me, so I do it and say it. I'm not going to back down.
No.
You know, who else is out there telling the truth?
No one.
Those carpetbaggers are there blocking the way, filling everyone with religion and not truth.
Mm.
You know, it's all in the scripture about babies and milk and solids and everything.
Yeah.
It's all there. Everything's there.
Mm.
You know, if you haven't got the spirit and you're not, you know, looking at the abstract, you won't see it. It's just blah, 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 blah. It means nothing.
Mm.
Just words on a page, as you say.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't have the right to behave how you think you can behave.
Well, if you do, there's consequences.
You don't have the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're under his laws.
Yeah.
We have to do what he says.
Mm.
And it's all wonderful and lovely and encouraging, but it's like a baby when it comes to you. I don't want to do that. No.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, you
Yeah.
fight it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, fight all you want. Because I've walked the walk. I'm not going back to that. Oh, forget it. The pain I went through.
Yeah.
But you didn't like the fact that you can see where you are. This has opened your mind and your heart.
Mm.
It's a spiritual thing. We're living in a spiritual, miraculous
Yeah.
experience.
Mm.
That's what we're living.
Yeah.
And this is Yahusha coming to you. You wanted to come here. You know, you wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And you didn't know what was going to happen. You'd skimmed through it. So I didn't know what was going to happen, how it was going to eventuate.
No.
Did you need not to have had this talk?
I did need to not. Yes, I did not have to need not to have this. Yes, I didn't.
Does that mean yes or no?
Yeah, gave it back the way I got it. Yes, I needed to have this talk.
All right.
We all did.
Big time. I understand.
I don't mind. It's up to you.
Mm.
But how are you going to get out of it, Smarty?
Hmm?
How are you going to get out of it, Smarty? Now that you know it.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and do what you've been doing. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Can't.
Have a ball. Will you get consequences? Well, wonder why.
Mm. Yeah.
Wonder
You did it
why.
with the wrong attitude.
That's it. This is the revolution. The believers have to know the truth. No one's giving it to them. Yahusha's not putting up with uncleanness. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want it in heaven. Satan was booted out of heaven, and a third of his angels were booted out with him. Because he was there accusing us daily. Yahushua came down, did his job, and said, I'm sick of this, you're out of here, mate. And he was thrown out down to earth, and when he realised it, like he didn't even know he was booted out, and there he is on earth with his demons. Well, he's coming at us. If you don't wake up and put your armour on, what are you going to get? So you've got to be able to enjoy persecutions and insults and needs. Well, if you're not in that frame of mind, where are you?
You'll get overtaken.
They'll enter in you and use you like they did here in front of the brothers and sisters to get me. They hate this. They hate the truth.
Big time.
You just got used.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You have to see the feelings you went through. Also, oh, what's the Father saying to you? You know, do you want to please Him?
Yeah.
Well, it's up to you to please Him.
Yeah.
But be cunning, like a snake, and gentle as a dove as you walk through it.
Yeah,
You need to get this fluency of the language of truth.
Yeah.
You need to be able to say these things, teach people and help them. That's all we are. We're not pastors and teachers, we're just encouragers. We don't want that sort of religious position.
No.
We just want to encourage everybody. You're going to go for it or not. And these conversations are helping people a great deal.
Yeah.
They've said it.
Big time. Yeah.
We know how much they've helped us.
Definitely.
If they're helping us, they have to be helping others.
Well, this knowledge is not in the world.
No.
Yahusha has come through my portal, given it to me to share with you. So you do with it what you, and how you present it
Yeah.
should be how it's been presented to you, with gentleness and love.
Why are you laughing, Victor?
Because we've got to get it together.
And if you can't get that together, where are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me my rattle. I want to get on the rocking horse.
Yeah. Give me attention.
Yeah.
That's it.
He's sick of babies, like he's sick of Satan up there accusing us all the time. Out with you, you're out of here.
Yeah.
You know? And like he said to Satan, what about Job? Check him out. You won't get him to change his mind, just don't kill him. So Satan came in and took everything. And when he was gone, Yahushua replaced it with more and better.
Yeah. Amazing.
What do you want? You can't beat him. He's just amazing. He said, let there be, and it was. Out of nothing. Oh, 46 billion years ago we found this new dragon. Said it was a dragon at first, then we find out it's a porpoise or something, a dolphin. You know, they've just discovered it in America. 46 billion years ago. We're supposed to believe that? I mean, it's only 6,000 years. I mean, who wants to go through all that torture with Satan all that time? Forget it. They think it's going to go on forever. And they're all off their faces, mental and mad, the world is.
Yeah.
You can't have a decent conversation with anyone because they haven't got the truth. The whole population is just ruined.
Yeah.
You know, that as soon as Satan got to Eve, he got inside and laid an egg in Adam and Eve. And this alien egg is there. And it's spread through every single human being. It's dormant. And when they start growing, it grows too until it manifests and can take over the human vessel. So they're walking around doing satanic things. They're unclean. And the human race is ruined now. It's almost on the verge of annihilation. You guys want to say anything more before we say goodbye to the brothers and sisters?
That's great.
You sure?
That's great.
Bye everybody, we love you.
Bye.
Love you guys. Look forward to your letters.